All right, now it should be working. Okay, so we've been watching a lot of YouTube channels, and I've been watching a lot of. And what do we know? Greeno's wanted again, on the run, uh, within the crime community or whatever. So, what else do we know? We know that most of these people probably are being charged with photos of young kids or whatever. That's probably what's in the works for 2024. Uh, how did Greeno get wanted again? I don't know. Probably people on his video, probably threatening to get rid of himself or whatever. And what is well? Here's the thing. Most of these people that are on YouTube that are within the crime community, them themselves are within biker clubs, uh, organizations, secret society organizations, um, and it's pretty crazy if you ask me. Right? Thank God I am not in the crime community. I mean, I am. I go into crime channels or whatever, but I'm not labeled as a crime channel. So we are preparing for a big storm around here tomorrow. And hopefully it don't get too bad, but there is a chance of it. I don't know what to say to these people. These people are blackmailers, some of them. I feel in the same thing at the same time I feel bad for Greeno. Nothing anybody can really do about it. I feel sorry for the people that did get wrapped up with some of these YouTubers. Like I said, 2024 is going to be more about security, uh, privacy the most. Hi, Megan. Oh, hello, Miss ATS News. Good morning. Do you need some coffee? Hold on a minute. Oh, I forgot to send you the 10 years gone video, Mrs. ATS News. How's Mr. ATS News doing and the little one? Hold on, I'll get you some coffee. Okay, there's some coffee. Now, Miss ATS News, will it, on your channel, will it let go to other people's channels? They're good. Snow than we do, though. We have zero here at Long Island. Yeah, but you got rats the size of horses out there, so you might drive them back into the city. Just joking. I think so. Yeah, it won't let me. So I imagine somebody has hacked my channel and took it over. And I want, oops, squirrel, black squirrel. I want them prosecuted, all their little Buster Browns. I want to prosecute to the highest extreme. Execution, if we can. Not execute them. Joking. But maybe torture. Who knows? But yeah, it won't let me. Squirrels are rats with fluffy tails. No, they're not, Mrs. ATS News. No, they're not. But let's get back to the crime community. What we are seeing, Mrs. ATS News, within the crime community is horrifying to what some of the professionals are saying. That these people themselves portray themselves as superheroes, and little did they know that these people are wanted for very bad crimes. Bad crimes. Even Greeno's wanted again. Right? He can't figure it out. He's trying to say now the video he made where he was crying and walking down the highway and threatening to throw off the overpass onto an oncoming car was fake. Right? It's just unreal. Just unbelievable. And I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about this. And here's the thing: they are all affiliated with gangs or clubs, whatever you want to call them, MC clubs or whatever. Drugs, guns, prostitution, uh, extortion, blackmailing. The list goes on and on and on and on. And I'm shocked. You know what? I had to unsub from a lot of channels for the simple reason is certain people, and sure as crap, I wouldn't doubt it if they're all being watched. Who's the money man? That's what we really want to know. Who's supplying them with all it is? It's madness. There is no privacy no more. You think you're talking to people, you're not talking to people. You know, I think they base their whole life on blackmailing people and extorting them. I really do. And squirrels are not rats. If anything, they're hamsters with big tails. Is visit. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd have to look into that. But Mrs. ATS News, what are we seeing in the crime community? I mean, I'm shocked. Appalled. Now, some people are saying some of these are going to be charged with crimes of photos of an ongoing case with a naked kid in it, which would be the Delphi case. And that's shocking itself. Now, a lot of people are trying to say, no, they're covered under their journalist thing or what. I'm like, they're not journalists. They can't be saved. The law is the law in America. I don't know. Let's see what ATS at Delphi has a lot of weird people covering the questionable ones. Yeah, I know. Miss CDT or not, Miss Criminality was saying that too, and everybody's been checking to see if he's been born in Delphi because he keeps saying he's from Delphi, Indiana, and no one can find anything. There was another creator that tracked him, and he was born somewhere else and has traveled all over. And, he claims that he was the first one to cover Delphi, and he lives there, but no one can find him. He's constantly moving, constantly getting phones and everything. I'm like, this is unreal, unbelievable. His family's within the police department. So I got no control over my channel. All these people been talking about uh, they're hackers or they know people that are hackers. I wonder how many views and subs they've stolen from me. I mean, it's pretty shocking. I bet crime this year and cases are going to be wild because it's an election year. Now we got the election wrapped up in this ATS news. People are going to be shocked, but uh, America's going to change, and a lot of people ain't going to like it, and we're going to see an uprising, and these terrorists, these domestic terrorists, are going to attack us in America. And we've been telling everybody, you know, we're under attack, and people just can't fathom it. How can this happen? Even Uncle Ted Nugent is like, I cannot believe this is happening in our country, right? And I agree with Uncle Ted 100%. Who are these people? Why are they getting away with the things they're getting away with? Right? This ain't them a love quarrel or whatever, you know. They were passing photos of each other back and forth, and one of them got pissed and showed it all over the internet or whatever. This is something totally different. People that had possession of an ongoing case crime scene photos and kids, dead kids at that, underage minors. So what do I think? Well, I think these folks are part of this ring, probably, right? I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense, right? To me. Why are they giving us the flight log from Epstein, but not giving us the evidence of who did what? Well, you know, Mrs. ATS News, years ago, uh, many years ago, it was all over the internet about Epstein's island, and there was footage of the basement of Epstein Island that had rooms all in it, and there was kids down in there. That photo or video surfaced 10 years ago or so, if not longer, but people could not figure out where it was coming from. They didn't connect it to Epstein Island. So there was footage that was put out on the internet, and they couldn't connect where it was coming from. They knew that it was a place where they kept kids, but they weren't sure where exactly it was. I think they knew, but they were afraid to break it because big people were involved. Right? There was big people going there and affiliated with Epstein. So, you know, the video that came out showed these kids in these rooms in the basement, supposedly, of Epstein Island. And I guess these people would come in there, these big time people would come in there. And the reason Mr. Epstein did what he did was to use their faces and big names to extort them and blackmail them. And that's what he was doing. That's why he was logging everything. That's why he was taking photos. There was cameras all over in that place. He was taking photos of people. He was letting them use the jet and keeping it all logged down. so he could go ahead and blackmail these people. That's why he had so much money. And we're seeing the same thing on YouTube. We're seeing the same thing on YouTube with these YouTubers blackmailing and extorting people. I agree. Can I tell you something else? I'm thinking. Yes, go ahead. Go on. Okay, so you know how we can't trust CIA? Like they're involved in drug trade too, and JK. Yeah. I think Epstein was working for CIA and blackmailing the people for the CIA too. I think that was a cover though, Miss ATS News. I think they were covering for him. I don't even think it was true. I mean, I think that's where the footage came from, was CIA of them in the basement, because he was telling people, uh, and other people were telling people that just to stay away from him, and he was working for them or whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. You might be right. CIA might have had a thing in it, but Epstein uh, started blackmailing people and getting paid money, and the CIA might not even known it. So I think CIA killed him in the prison before he could tell everyone he was working for CIA. Well, here's the thing. Central Intelligence Agency, these are branches that are supposed to be concentrating on protecting the citizens in America from foreign terrorists, madmen, crazy, things like that. It, CIA is mainly for gathering information on other countries. I was watching Bobby Kennedy a couple weeks ago talk about the CIA, and they were their main thing was to have information on other countries, but somewhere in there it went haywire, right? So, Mrs. ATS News, you might be 100% correct. That CIA, he was working for the CIA, and uh, he was blackmailing people. And they found out about it and took him out. Possible. That's very possible. I mean, this is going to be a nightmare. If it is true the CIA was involved, I mean, we got this corruption and evil within the branches of the government. Now, we've already heard about the FBI and the prostitute list of all the women that the CIA or Secret Service or whatever it was uh, was sleeping with. I mean, that kind of stuff should be private, right? But the only reason it's not private, for me to do something like that, there would be no repercussions because I'm not government affiliated. But when you become somebody in the government, uh, then they watch you like a hawk, right? Everything has got cameras and everything has bugs, right? There used to be an old saying in the CIA, to be a fly on the wall. Well, actually, there's millions of flies within the White House, within the Congress, Senate, and they are actually flies, but they're devices. I mean, technology has come so far, it's unreal. So, what do I think? Well, I think the same thing. It could have been CIA. Uh, I don't think so because for the simple fact for it to track back to the CIA, that would make the government, that would be a blemish on the government, right? That if that went if they bring the CIA to and really the CIA is only collecting information. That's it. They just are collectors of information. They usually don't kill people. It's collecting of information to pass down to the authorities uh, that do the killings or whatever. And you know what? I feel sorry for some of these channels because some of these channels are great channels. But then you start hearing from other people uh, about some of these people. Now, when I first started watching Delphi, I thought Anthony Greeno was a bail bondsman, a uh, bounty hunter. We thought he was working undercover. I think he said something a couple times he was working undercover. That he was all these people. And then the truth came out that no, he's not a bail bondsman. He's not any of that crap. And that's how these YouTubers get their information. They lie. And we've had a couple people on YouTube come out and say that they called and talked to these people, right? Uh, and how did they get the information they got? Well, they lied. They said they were either trying to collect a bail, that they had a bail jumper and they needed information on them, all this and that. Some of them said they were police officers. Some of them said they worked for the government just to get information. I mean, I feel sorry for some of these ladies. They really got taken for a ride. They really got taken for a ride. And even by Greeno, right? Now, my heart bleeds for Greeno. Uh, right? He's saying his mother died from an OD, but yet we found footage of Greeno saying that his mother has been trying to. Remember when Greeno went to jail? Well, they recorded everything in there, all his phone information, him saying that his mother is trying to help him get out of jail. Well, he's made videos saying that his mother was killed, right, by somebody with drugs or something. The whole story ain't adding up. That's why Anthony Greeno is wanted, right? I mean, he's lied so much. Even the police have called. That you see this idiot around, just take him down and give us a call. I mean, that's actually what the police are saying. They do. I think they are looking for him in Indiana. Oh yeah, that's why they all boot scoop boogied out of Indiana. Harmon and like 4 other dudes split. And I feel sorry. He made everybody feel sorry for him, right? That his mother passed away when he was younger and drug overdose or whatever, and one of his other family members stabbed somebody and went to jail because he thought they poisoned his mother or OD'd. And then Harry went to jail just recently, and they got him on footage or on recording saying that his mother's trying to help him out of prison. Well, his mother is dead. His mother died years and years and years and years ago. How is his mother trying to get him out of jail, but she don't know how to go about it? It just didn't add up. I'm like, he's screwed. That's why they're looking for him. And I imagine they're gonna take everything from everybody that's been harboring and abetting him and helping him. We got a bunch of trolls coming in. Terrorists. ATS news. I know, Garlic. That's what we've labeled you folks now. Terrorists. Dometic. Yes, you were blocked, but in another name, Garlic. CIA, FBI, all these branches. Nobody even wants to work with these people. Actually, there's a lot of them that have quit their jobs, and there's a lot that have been taken out. Yeah, and that is true. Right? I like Garlic, so no. You mean you like Garlic the troll, or Garlic, period, like garlic you eat, like the garlic you eat? I'm not sure. You got to ask twice with this stuff. So you do like Epstein's opinion? No. And I imagine there's going to be a lot more people coming up missing. Because the United States will not stand for any child idiots, right? There's a lot of people talking about Smith Island and all this. There ain't going to be no Smith Island pretty soon, folks. We're trying to tell you folks, we're just not putting up with it no more. I would suggest you folks go to another country because Epstein's just the tip of it. So, and I don't blame every single one of these people, right? Some of these people had no idea what Epstein was doing, right? So most of them used Epstein's jet because they didn't want to spend money on their own jet. It's not cheap to fly around in a jet, folks. Fuel is unbelievable. Hangar time is unbelievable, the prices. So if they can get away with using up someone else's jet and not having to pay money out of their pocket, They will, right? So a lot of these people had no idea what they were getting into. And when they did find out, they probably was blackmail. That's why that dude had his own island. He was blackmailing everybody. Big money. Yeah, not everybody on that list had anything to do with anything. They were scapegoats. They were people to suck money out of. When times got hard, and oh, you remember that little flight you took on Epstein Island? Jet plane? Boy, it would just be horrible if a picture came out of you saying maybe with a younger, you know you'll send 500,000 or whatever, a million to the dude was loaded and he didn't make his money any other way. He was a pimp. He was a high dollar pimp. They have all these government people on a list, and some of these government people, there are photos and videos of them with kids doing sick stuff. Right? Very, very sick stuff. Morning, Ricky. No, that's not the blacklist. There's another list that's going to be coming out. And I do believe we're going to see some of these YouTubers probably on it. So yeah, I'm shocked as much as you folks. Like when I started watching the crime community, I thought all these people were actually on the up and up, right? They were real bondsmen. They were real police. They were real FBI agents or whatever. And now the truth has come out that it's not. It's almost like an Epstein Island, but it's within YouTube. We're going to start calling it YouTube Island. It was within the YouTube domains, right? Google. Who owns Facebook? Google, or who owns YouTube? Google, or did Elon buy that yet? I know there was talk of Elon maybe buying YouTube. I wouldn't purchase YouTube because it needs to be revamped. The studio needs to be revamped. They don't give you any options, no compressor. They compress everything through YouTube, so they don't give you any effects. They don't give you nothing. I mean, if I was going to buy YouTube and revamp it, I'd bring in Eddie Kramer, which a lot of you folks have no idea who Eddie Kramer is. But I would probably bring in Eddie Kramer. I probably would bring in Waves plugins. And I would let them come in and create a studio with everything in it: limiters, de-essers, compressors, loopers, drum machines, mic selection, Shure 57s, all kinds of stuff. Actually, a little mix board at the bottom of it. Could it be done? Oh, heck yeah. You shitting me? Eddie Kramer knows all that shit. Make you sound like $1 million. Right? And what you folks ain't hearing about is Mr. Epstein and his little group of people also practiced magic and witchery and sorcery and all that. Right? David Coverdale was one of them people that was on that list many times and seen and spotted on video in Epstein Island's mansion, plus New York. So I would imagine that's what we're 2024 will be about. There's another Weinstein. Yeah, you might be right there, Ricky. Very interesting, though. Right? What and let's go back to Anthony Greeno. Anthony Greeno was told the best thing for you to do is stay off of YouTube and do not get back into the crime community. And he just couldn't stay away. He couldn't stay away. And now he's got himself in more trouble. He's wanted again. He's on the run. People been helping him. That's aiding and abetting a fugitive. Could there be charges? Yes. They can take these people's houses from them, their property, everything. If they were found guilty of helping him evade the police and not turning him in when he was wanted or tipping the police off, the police can do that, folks. The government can actually do that. And the only reason these people on YouTube are saying, well, they can't do that. Yeah, they can. And they've done it before. They have confiscated people's $1 million homes because they were involved with somebody and was helping them evade the authorities. So yes, they can take your $1 million mansion away from you. And we all know you want to fight it in court, go ahead. That's their plan because they will tie it up in court. Excuse me, I got to sneeze. Excuse me. They will tie it up in court so long you will spend double of what your mansion was worth trying to just get your $1 million mansion back. Thank you, Miss ATS. I really don't. It's hard to comprehend the evil. It's evil, and people being blackmailed. And you got people on the internet that are underage, but they look like they're in their 20s or 30s, but really they're underage kids, and they got them on. They're using them as bait, and they got them on YouTube, and they're shaking their butts. They're doing all. They're luring men in, and then these men are being blackmailed. Right? Either you pay us this amount of money, or with YouTube, it's like you give us this amount of views or subs, or we get 50% or 25% of your channel if you don't do this, or we're going to show your naked nude photos all over. I'm like, listen, Elon learned from me. You show the photos, we're still going to hunt you down. We'll find you, and when we do, it's going to be a living hell for you. So I'm with Elon 100% on that. Don't pay shit to these people. Hunt them down, find them, and we do not deal with extortionists and blackmailers in America. So I'm 100% with Elon like that. You want to blackmail me? You want to try and extort me for money? F you. We'll see you on the streets. Hopefully you survive and whoever goes is part of the war, casualties of the war. So I'm 100% with them on that, right? These people have never worked a day in their lives. And the only way they make a living is trying to extort people to make a living. And that ain't happening no more in America, folks. It just ain't a happening. So I'm with Elon 100% with that. F you, right? Show the nude photos or whatever. Have fun running the rest of your life. And you will be running. You will have to pick up shop and continuously move because our technology today, they'll zero in right where you're at. Next thing you know, poof, it's just a cloud of dust. What happened? I don't. I think it was a gas line. It must have been. I think the squirrels ate through the gas line, and it just went up in smoke. It's the only thing. That's it was definitely a gas line. Either that or these people they were cooking meth. And we are after all the cooks. There ain't a cook that ain't on the list. Boy, the birds are out today. You know, I think maybe Trump was the only smart one out of them all. Trump admitted knowing uh, Epstein, but never flew on his jet or never was at his place. He was seen at Trump's place. Now, here's the thing. Trump might have figured out what was going on and actually played all of them. And Trump had cameras everywhere that night and recording. And, Trump's not stupid. Uh, he might have been the one that got them all on tape at Mar-a-Lago, right? Trump was the only one that might have seen what was going on. Although Trump did come out on camera and say, yes, he knew Jeffrey Epstein, and Jeffrey liked beautiful young women, younger than what Trump likes. Right? That's what he said. Of course, they do have Trump on the bus with Billy Bush. Trump talking about you can grab women in their coochie coo, their flower, whatever you want to call it, and they won't do anything. Was he talking about Epstein Island? Right? I mean, what's going on? I mean, I doubt it, but yeah, Tahoe. It's crazy when you start putting the dots together. You remember that interview with old Billy Bush? Boy, Trump wanted to stomp the shit out of old Billy Bush. I got to refill my coffee. Oh yeah, Trump was pissed. Yeah, Billy Bush almost did cost him the election. I think Trump's off the table right now with all this stuff going on. If I was Trump, would I back out right now? I would. Live to fight another day. He gets in there again, they're just going to do the same thing. It's got to be a cancer within somewhere within this country, right? These people are more worried about their lives, uh, their money, and they're actually uh, they're eating America alive like a cancer. It's the Clintons. Yeah. Well, Bill's been on there. Bill was 50 times, right? And then to have a giant photo painted or a painting of Clinton in a dress in Epstein's, there's some sick ass shit going on there, right? Man, I'm not sure. I mean, I know if I walked into somebody's house and there was a painting of me in a dress, I'd be like, yeah, you might want to take that down, right? I mean, that's just some sick stuff. Hey, I'm Amy Celestes. How you doing? But I agree, Mrs. ATS News. The CIA might have had a thing in it. Do I think the CIA did it? No. I think they probably turned it over to people uh, that are doing that. See, Epstein became a product of he. How can I say this without upsetting anybody? Epstein became a political enemy. He became a political terrorist. Uh, Being that political people were involved, and he was extorting people, uh, he became a terrorist, folks. It was a racket. So that was grounds of taking him out because he became a liability for the United States of America. Thus, for he was on that list of taking people out because he became a liability to our government and its secrets, and therefore, and he was also extorting people, blackmailing people. Thus, for he became a domestic terrorist. He he screwed up. He screwed up. But then again, he was so indulged in himself. He was a glutton. They got him an island. You think that would have been good enough? No, no, that wasn't good enough. He continued to do what he did. He gluttons. It's in the Bible. That just enough. It's like David. He had 50 wives, but he wasn't happy. He had to have what everybody else had. And that was his downfall. That was David's downfall, right? He had to have it all. And Epstein was the same way. He got away with it for so long. You would have thought that he would have figured out, you know what? I got so much money, I don't ever have to work again. I can buy whatever I want. Shut down the whole thing. He didn't because he just was not happy. He had that glutton spirit, and he had to have it all, right? And that's what I'm noticing with these people, even politicians, movie star, whatever it may be. They're never happy. They are never happy. They're gluttons. They got to be the best at everything. Number one on the charts, number one in the movie. Uh, they got to be the best. If someone came to me and said, here's $1 million and you're number 53 on the list of uh, best actors or whatever, I'm done. I'm out of here. Right? I am out of here. Thank you very much. I'll see you later. But people are not like me. These people are gluttons. Then they get then they get themselves so far in that they buy these homes that are $1 million homes, and then it costs. Then you got to blow 50 grand a year just to upkeep the thing. That ain't including the electric bill, the water bill, the heating bill is phenomenal. You got to upkeep on the yard. Uh, they buy these things, and then shit goes bad and the money runs out. Now what do? You're spending 50, 60 grand just to maintain the place a year. Then you put the place up on auction or try and sell it to get your money out. Well, you ain't going to get your money out of it because there's only so many people that got that kind of money. There's one person right now that's pretty pissed because they put their huge mansion on the list to be sold. Nobody wants it. It's just sitting there. Nobody wants it. Millions and millions and millions of dollars were lost because nobody wants to buy the place. Nobody can figure it out. The real estate agency, we just can't figure it out because who's going to blow 10 million on a mansion? Right? There's only so many people. Right. And if I was in the business of buying something and somebody came to me and said, well, this house was owned by this guy, so we're going to jack it up another, keep it. Right. If this home was built and Jesus Christ lived in it, then I'll spend the 20 million. But not for anybody else. I don't worship them people. So no, I'm not dishing out 20 million because some dude lived there. Right. But there are people that will do that. My God, this was John Lennon's house. Well, it's probably haunted, but I ain't gonna pay 50 million for it because it was John Lennon's home. I mean, we love you, Mr. Lennon, but you weren't Jesus. Right? Jesus is God, and that's totally different. I mean, I'm not trying to sound rude, but I ain't dumping no 20 million on a home because some guy lived there. That is a great musician or a great actor or whatever. I'm sorry. So, what are we going to see on 2024 on these crime channels? I can tell you what we're going to see. We're going to see their fronts fold, their little prostitution rings, their drug dealing rings, their scamming hackers rings. Who hacked into my system? I have no idea. I have no control over anything. I can't, it won't let me go to anyone's channel. Right? Someone comes into my chat. I gotta look it up on the internet. I can't just excuse me. I just can't click on them buttons there and go to their channel anymore. So someone's doing something. Right? We got a hacker, whether it be this little town that I live in, whether it be Indiana is the one that's doing it because they don't want me to spread the news. Whoever it may be. I think it's one of these crime channel YouTubers that have been running their mouths that they know these hackers, and it could be Chinese Balloon. He's still pissed off because I took him out on someone else's channel. Yeah, it's madness. And now what do we see? We are seeing all these people do exactly what I said. Watch, these people will team up. They're going to team up and try and take our channels down. And that is exactly what these people have been doing. That is exactly what these people have been doing. They've been teaming up, trying to take down. Do I want these people prosecuted? Yes, I surely do. Even if it was Aerosmith, right? A lot of people are saying, "Did you hear what happened to Steven Tyler?" I can give two crap. That's Steven Tyler. Just because I put up a free wallpaper on my YouTube channel, don't mean this is Aerosmith's channel, right? Even the government's been telling me, we don't give a shit. They're stealing your bill. I don't care either. Find them all, hang them by their Buster Browns. I can give two craps. Now, our little information circuit has let us know that some big baller, shot caller, possibly bought your channel. My channel wasn't for sale, idiots. I don't know who you folks have been listening to, but you got yourselves in a world of shit. I can give two craps how much money you've got. I think this is going to be 2024 is going to be the downfall of the rich and famous. Literally, they just don't see it coming yet. They don't even, and other YouTubers have been talking about it on YouTube, right? And I agree with them. I think 2024 is going to be the downfall of the rich man, right? Everything will be taken from them. They themselves will be raped and pillaged. Good morning, little Debbie Foxy Fox. Bendeo is waiting on his commission check. He'll be waiting a long time. He'll be waiting a long time. Right? Oh, I gave him full permission to take these people out. Right? They're like, what's this going on? Hacking my system. These little perverts are showing each other. These are grown men, and they're looking at my penis and private model photos and grown effing men jerking off in a corner to my photo. Bunch of sickos, right? Using my penis to try and lure other YouTube creators. Right? I'm sorry, gentlemen. I was gifted when I was born. Quit showing my penis to other women claiming it's yours. Bunch of sickos. Yeah, I think we got full permission to clean and sweep all these sickos. Grown-ass men trying to blackmail, sending women in. Right? That shocked me when Anna did that video saying that one YouTube creator had spy women working for him, trying to get info from us men and private photos so they can blackmail and extortion. And they are all that we belong to a secret organization. Yeah, you're gonna die, and your secret organization is gonna die. Grown-ass men. Little fruit cakes, Fruit Loops. Right? I'm with Elon. We ain't paying you shit. I suggest you folks leave this country before we lock the doors. And then we're going to tell you, like a great man, Ronnie Van Zant said, you ain't going to make it to the border, bitch. You ain't going to make it to the border. Excuse my language, ladies. I don't like to curse, so take that back. You ain't going to make it to the border. And that's pretty much what's going on is they gave people full control to go ahead and we're doing away with all the blackmail scammers, rackets, secret societies, all the boats and hoes, all going away. Sorry. Nope. Garlic already got his butt taken out. Nah, it's a Bendejo fan. I guess Bendejo is waiting for his commission. What commission? What did Bendejo do? Now, folks, I want to let you folks know another little thing that this is training that they show you. Now, I'm going to let you YouTube creators know this. Listen up and listen good. Some of these people we figured out they are using your channels to relay information back and forth. Okay, when you see a couple people in chat and they're talking and they're way out of topic and they're talking about other things that have no idea, no sense at all, they're using your channel and your chat to relay information to other YouTubers. So we also figured that out. Oh, 2024 is going to be a humding-danger. It's going to be a hum-ding-dang-ding-a-dong. And yes, we know about the fake accounts that these people have, the hot phones. They're terrorists, folks. I told you that. I don't care if they're white. They're terrorists. You understand? We didn't lose all kinds of military soldiers hunting these hot phones down in another country that we labeled as terrorists. Just because you're in the United States and you might be white or black or green or whatever, you are using and have been labeled as domestic terrorists because you folks are operating like the terrorists do. And we have no problem taking out terrorists. Not one problem doing it, whether you're white, green color, blue, black, Asian, perplex, whatever color you are. You folks are using terrorist techniques and mob techniques to extort, blackmail, to get what you want, right? Just like Bin Laden, baby crier, right? Ben Laden, he cried like a baby all the way. Yeah, and most of these dudes are going to cry like little babies. I know I would. I know I'd be crying like a little baby when the best of the best come a looking. Like there's an old Black Ops joke. If you heard the wind blow, then you're already dead, and that's the truth. ATS News blocked poor Margarine. I'm calling her Marquin because she does not approve of the First Amendment. No, Marquin was blocked because it's the same dude. He's just changing his name. Bendejo. They're just all used. They just take these trolls, the computer, whatever it is. They just take names from people, make a fake account, and they attack people. I had someone to say that these guys are collecting, they're government people for collecting child support. And I'm like, my kids are all grown. I haven't been with a woman in 20 some years. So they're not my kids. That's why they were taken out. Right? You can't do that. Watch. Why don't you call the government and ask? Right? You ain't going to scam me out. I don't have 900 kids. Why don't you call the government and ask if we don't have the okay? Sorry to upset you folks, but maybe I'm somebody when you all thought I was nobody. I bet it's a boring year. We hope it's a boring year, Tahoe. We hope it's a boring year. I got plans for a couple movies this summer. Right? No, I haven't killed anybody. I'm playing their game and they're pissed off because I'm better at playing their game than them. They think I'm going to stand down. They got it totally wrong. We ain't standing down um, until every island is gone. Epstein, whether it is Snip Island, whatever these people are, Watts Island or whatever, there ain't nobody standing down. Hell, they had to call and talk to us to talk us out of going full-blown invasion into America, our own country. So we listened. We were good boys. We didn't attack anybody. We didn't do anything. We sat right here. I've been right here on camera. I got plenty of footage. I'm deleting footage. I got 3,000 lives. I'm getting rid of videos. Man, people are like, them are views. How are you like? Because I don't care about views and subs. And I would rather, I care about morals, integrity, God. Oh, Lord, thanks for another day. Forgive us for our sins. All glory goes to God. And thank you for our daily bread. And Lord, if you can get rid of some of these people trespassing on me and using magic, I'd be in favor. Right? Favor is what it's all about. I haven't blocked anybody. Nah, it's okay. Is Debbie back at it? I tell you, I wouldn't mess with Debbie or these ladies until you just don't want to mess with little Debbie. Mark Quinn has found that out, and so did garlic bread. Can we casual? No, we can't keep any island. I'm sorry, folks. I know it's going to break a lot of your hearts, but we are not keeping any islands in my country. Not one. You want to go do islands? Go somewhere else and do islands. Go somewhere else and do islands. I think you can island boys with you too. I'm an island boy. I got voodoo. Take them with you. Nah, just joking. I got nothing against the island boys. You can take all these witches and demons with sorcerers to another country. We're warning these people. Other YouTubers have been on YouTube telling you. We're trying to warn you, folks. We're giving you the best opportunity we can give you. Turn yourselves in or run. And even if you run, they'll still track you down. And they're just going, they're full of crap. Oh, are we? Really? I don't think they're full of crap at all. I agree with Shogun Cinema, 100%. He's even been telling you folks something's going on. I think things are changing. They are changing. We ain't gonna have no islands in our country. Sorry, I don't care how much money you got. If we catch you sleeping with a 12-year-old girl now, this ain't 1950 anymore. It's not 1979 and 60 free love and all that, and 20, 30-year-old men dating 14, 15-year-old girls. It's just, you can't get away with that anymore. Not today. It's 2023. Things have changed. I know. Let me get Debbie some coffee. I put some coffee out earlier. but she wasn't here. She probably was still sleeping. Let me get some coffee for little Debbie. No, I support Elon 100%. Don't pay nobody nothing. They want to blackmail you or whatever, try and extort you. Don't give them crap. Actually, these people that show these photos, them themselves, uh, will be sued. And they're like, well, it's free domain. It's on YouTube or whatever. No, it ain't free domain. Uh, not when it comes to trying to blackmail, extort somebody, or revenge porn or whatever it is. No, there's been people on YouTube. You just haven't heard about it because they're keeping it quiet. There have been YouTubers questioned and accused, even in the Delphi case and Evansdale case and even the Summer Wells case. And I imagine there'll be more charges on these people, and they'll be going back to where they came from, which was a hellhole. There's some coffee for you, Debbie. Debbie, you missed it earlier. The squirrels are out. And no, and I'm just for the record, I'm not talking about any of the women in my chat, folks, or men in my chat. I'm talking about these certain individuals. They know who they are. They're trying to get the goods on people. Oh, well, he showed a nude photo to a woman. Big effing deal. They're adults. You people want to turn two couples that were showing intimate photos to each other. You want to try and blackmail and extort them or wreck their instead of going after the big dogs. Right? It ain't gonna work, folks. There's your puppy love. There you go, little Debbie. Ah, you're welcome, love. Don't worry about it. If any other people need any coffee in my chat, just let me know. Yeah, I find it horrifying but disturbing. Most of these people have connection. Now there's rumors that Anthony Greeno is saying these people tried to hire a hitman to kill. No, Greeno, they caught you. They caught you trying to hire people, right? Rumor has it with inside the ball pen. Did you try and hire people to do a job when you were in the ball pen? I don't know. We'll have to see if there's any rumors that any information that comes in that connects that. Nobody's trying to kill Greeno. If anything, they were trying to help him get some help, mental help, right? If anybody was trying to kill anybody, it was Mr. Greeno because his record proves it. It shows it. Now, here's the other thing that's very interesting. Greeno proclaims his mother died. But in the recording that we have Greeno talking. His mother is trying to get him out of prison, but she don't know how to go about it. How can his mother be helping him to get him out of prison when she supposedly was dead 7 years ago when I first started watching Greeno? He broke down, went into this thing. His mother was killed. So we all looked up the information on it, and she died of an OD. Right? She was OD'd. No, nothing. It was an OD. And her history proved it, showed it. The police said that. This was way before Mr. Greeno even became a bounty hunter or undercover police officer or whatever. My heart bleeds for him if it was true and his mother passed away. But how can his mother pass away? But yet we got him on recording saying that his mother was trying to get him out of jail, asking Julie to help him. Can somebody explain that to me? Did she rise from the grave? Explain it. Somebody explain these things to me. Greeno has lied so much, his lies have become true. Right? We've asked him, you making a movie? This is a skit, right? Nope, this is the truth. All right. Go about your way. When is someone going to pick up the Christina Reveals Glick case? I don't know. I am so tired of crime. These crimes, watching them 24/7 is just, it's too much for me. It's just way too much for me. My mental stability or whatever, it's just, I got to take a break from it once in a while. I just can't be watching all these kids and people deaths. It's just horrifying. If you surround yourself with this stuff, it's depressing. It's so. Very depressing. I don't know. And then we got people. We got people saying Sean Harmon or whatever his name was. Well, where's the proof? Where's all the documentation on this? Which pulled up yet? Nobody's covered that. Yeah, I had to step away from Delphi. Yeah, it's just mad. It's just completely mad. And it's still an ongoing case. And people cannot understand that even with Richard and Keegan Kline in prison and others that were arrested, they might not have been arrested for Delphi, but they were arrested for kids and women in that area, and they all knew each other. Right? People were, well, that guy was from Lafayette. Lafayette is 10 minutes away from Delphi. You could ride a bike and be there in 20 minutes, right? And people are like, well, that was in Lafayette, and the other one was in Delphi. Yeah, they're 20 minutes away from each other. Yeah, you got to take a break from it. And it's an ongoing case, and none of these suspects that were questioned in the case were cleared. Even the police came out and said that. Nobody has been cleared. They have not named anybody and said this person is cleared from the case and has nothing to do with it. And even then, you cannot believe what they're saying. They might be telling you that so they can keep an eye on you. And these people cannot phantom it. They think it's all, well, he had nothing to do with it. No, he might not have, but it's still an ongoing case. And he was questioned in the case, and their devices were taken from them. So they must have had something to do with the case. And people just cannot phantom it. They can't put it into their brains. Why? Why are these people having these people on their channels? Probably because these are the people that are associated with this club that some of these YouTubers were talking about. And that's the only thing I can think it would be. As the male person walked down the bridge, delivering mail. Like everybody's bridge guy, everybody's dog lady, everybody's. We can tell you this much, folks. The devil had a hand in the murders of Abby and Liddy. That we know for a fact. All right. Mm. Mm. I want to give a shout out to the little ladies at LA Express in my little town here. They just made a batch of fresh cookies. These things are probably over, I'd say they're probably 3/4 of an inch thick. And they're probably the size as round as a coaster. And they are $1.79 at LA Express. And they bake them fresh at the gas station. And I just got a fresh one this morning when I went to go get a pack of smokes. So I want to give a shout out to the little ladies at LA Express. Folks, go in there and check out. They got great pizza in there. The chicken is unbelievable. The fish is good. The macaroni and cheese. They got a little buffet going in there. Jalapeno hot poppers and but whoever's making the cookies today, I'm just giving you a shout out. Cookies are great. And they're giant. It's the mail guy. It could have been the mail guy. He had a package to deliver. Actually, that was a mail woman. It's a lady that. And I asked her the other day, how come they don't have you a scooter? Why are you going to walk around? And they should have a scooter for you to be driving around town. But, if you look at some of these mail ladies and mail guys, their calves are giant. That's from walking all day. Yummy mac and cheese. Yeah, they had mac and cheese the other day, Debbie, down there. It was just, one day they had cabbage rolls. Oh my God, them cabbage rolls were great. They were great and they're cheap. And at the end of the day, when they shut down, they have all this food that they made left over. So they put it in to-go containers and they put it under the heat lamp. And it's like they mark it like 50% off. So you get a big box of mini tacos for like $1.50 or $1.80. Right? Like after 6 o'clock, I think, or 5 o'clock or something, they shut down the kitchen. And then they just have all this food, half price off and everything. Yeah. Cookies are great today. I tried to get in there before all the biscuits and gravy was gone. But all the biscuits and gravy was gone today. So I got a cookie. And it's got these giant chunks of Reese's peanut butter cup in them. Oh my God. Everything out here is Amish. Right? If you come to my little town, you're going to see a bunch of horse and buggies driving around. Everything's pretty much Amish out here. They've taken over everything. The baking goods, the furniture, even the carpentry, right? And the baking goods is unbelievable. It tastes great. Now, this whole thing with Greeno, do I personally have a beef with Greeno? No. I don't know the idiot. Well, I shouldn't even say he's an idiot. I don't know the kid. who they are. I've never met them in my life. I know them from YouTube, but I've never met them in person or never messaged or talked to them or anything like that. Heck, even I went into his channel and told him to turn himself in. Do I think he's the killer of Delphi, the bridge guy? No, no, I never said that. He tried to say that. No, he's trying to say you think I'm the killer. No, no, I think I'm listening to a voice. And the police gave us a voice recording to listen to. Now, being that you made a documentary on all this stuff and you yourself were saying exactly what was on the recording, maybe your recording, your voice got mixed up with the real voice. I don't know. I have no idea. Right? We're just trying to solve the case. We don't want what happened to the Delphi lady. I got somebody calling me from Angola. I have no idea who it was. Amish, their baked goods are out of the world. Oh, they're unreal. Now, all I can say to these people is be safe who you have on your panel. And I keep telling these people this. You know, I grew up on the outskirts of Chicago. I spent time in city before and in very bad places. That's just part of growing up on the outskirts of Chicago. But even though you are completely innocent and have no idea about anything, and someone comes up on you, you're talking to them and you're friends with them, and you're back and forth, that implicates you in a crime. Even though you are innocent and you have nothing to do with it, the police don't know that. The FBI don't know that. Homeland Security don't know that. So they're going to investigate you. Even though you just met that person. Squirrel, black squirrel. As the black squirrel and birds flew across the bridge, it crossed oh so gently and went up a tree. I need to get some peanuts and almost 6 bags of bird food. I got probably 6 birds in my bird feeder right. Is some of these people and our suspects in the Delphi case, we're on people's panels, we're talking to them, chatting to them, and all along them people were being investigated. Now, even though you had nothing to do with it, you don't know these people from hide or hair, they implicated you. You just because you were friends with them. Okay? Simple as that. Now, is this the Illuminati doing this to Mr. Greeno? I have no idea. Was it that? Did they do that to Michael Catt? Did they do that to all these people that were suspects or whatever? I have no idea. But I can tell you this much. If they were under investigation and they were all over YouTube streets or at people's houses or whatever, and these people knew that these people were actually suspects and questioned and helping these people evade the police, these people that were completely innocent could be charged with evading and abetting a fugitive, and they could lose everything they have. Now, a lot of people say, it's impossible. You can't. Done it before, folks. And you don't tell the United States government what to do. We all know that. It's like telling Jesus, you can't walk on water, Jesus, right? And I'm sure Jesus would say, oh, I will and can. And he did. Now, that's just my opinion, right? These people have come out and said they're hackers. They know hackers. Right? So they themselves are implicating themselves in okay, you had nothing to do with Delphi. All right. But now we want to talk to you about these hackers that you know. Right? Okay, all right. We hooked you up to the polygraph and we figured out you had nothing to do with Delphi. But you've been talking a lot about these hackers that have been hacking all kinds of people's systems and everything, and right? We want to talk to you about that. Who are these guys that you know that have been hacking these systems and everything? See, so they're not going to get you on one thing, and they'll tell you that they'll lie to you. That's their job. Until they get the 100% truth or the facts that they need, they'll tell you whatever they would need to tell you. We, all right, we believe you. You had nothing to do with Delphi, but we want to talk to you about the hackers and this club that you belong to that ride motorcycles. We want to talk to you more about this club that you ride motorcycles with. Right? See, they got these guys by the balls. Now they want the money man. Right? They want to zero in on the money man. That's who they want. The main brain, the one that's pumping the money to these people. That's the people we want. The money man. Right? Does that make sense to anybody? If it don't make sense to me, I'll delete this video. If it don't make sense to you folks, I'll delete this video. I'll get on here and say, I made a mistake. I was wrong. My fault. I'm not perfect. Jesus is, God is, but I'm not. Yes, Debbie. These Amish cook like crazy out here. I think there's like 3 Amish bake stores in town. And their food, right? Even their food is good. A lot of the Amish around here supply the grocery stores with chicken, stuff like that. Now, what we're dealing with now in Indiana is there's been a problem with the mail. People haven't been getting their mail, or their mail has been all screwed up and being sent somewhere else. And all this stuff came out about Trump, knowing the guy that runs the post office. He's in charge of all the post office all around the world. So now you got, if it's true what they're saying, and we even have to look out because there's organizations have nothing to do with the government. They're corrupt. They're evil people. Them themselves have worked for the post office or hospitals or whatever, and they're getting information that way and stealing. Right? There was a person out here that worked for the mail carrier, the post office, and they were getting information and addresses and stuff to people that were bad people. They were killers, right? So now you got a breach of the post office, the United States Post Office carriers, and now you got a breach of intelligence where they're actually sending into to be post office people, not to deliver your mail. They're there to steal and get information. Black squirrel. Black squirrel. Boy, the birds are just all over they're just all over the bird feeders today. Squirrels are out. I got to get some peanuts. Dang it. All right, Garlic says the rumors bridge guy was seen on Epstein Island. I doubt it. Epstein Island was a total different thing than what happened to Delphi. right? And Delphi is still an ongoing case. And we know that these people are sending people to our channel to try and infiltrate, try and take over, hack it. Someone hacked my channel. It will not let me go to anybody's channel. Let's see if I can go to Garlic Bread's channel here. Nope, it will not allow me to go to anyone's channel. It allowed me to pin them out. It allows me to report them, remove them, pin them in timeout, hide user on this channel, and add as a monitor. Other than that, it will not let me do anything else. It will not let me go to their channel to see who they are. Yesterday I did a video and I had 68 views on it. By the time I was done and posted it, there was only 33. What happened to them other 33? Them other 33, just fake accounts. They were nobody. God, this squirrel is on my window. Holy crap. Holy crap, he's looking for food. Hold on. He's in the bird feeder. Holy crap, he's in the bird feeder. Debbie. ATS News, everyone look at, he jumped right on my window in air conditioner. Look at him. That little bugger. Look at him. He's an animal. Holy crap, he's a flying squirrel. Did you see that? Oh my God. Did you see that? He leaped right off of that bird. He spread his wings and flew. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I believe. That one had rabies. Yeah, I think he had rabies. He was just nuts. Debbie says, he's telling you he's hungry. He wants your nuts. He ain't getting my nuts, that little animal. Did you see him? One morning I woke up and I opened up my blinds. And there he was, right on my window, just sitting there. He was just sitting there. No, I ain't going outside with that little. That's just a baby. Did you see him? It's like an animal. He's leaping all around, flying squirrels. This is unbelievable. I gotta go get some peanuts today. God dang it. These dang squirrels are like kids. You don't feed them, they tear everything up. Is squirrel season in yet? Are they any good? Somebody said they're good eating. That's a rat with a fluffy tail. That is not a rat, Mrs. ATS News. That is not a rat. Oh my God. That is part of the Sockless Croplis animal section, which is a furry gerbil, which we'll get into that on another video, but they are not rats. My God. What you're riding around in your backyard is a rat. Right? When they get 50 pounds and bigger, the size of a small pony, them are rats. Don't think that we ain't got footage of you riding it around. You're the only one in the neighborhood that's got a saddle on a rat, and it's tied to a post in the middle of the backyard, and you guys just ride it around in circles. I don't know. But what else can you do? They got so many rats out there. There ain't nothing you really can do but turn them into pets or food. That's a rat cousin then. They might be cousins. I'll ask them. Hold on a minute. son of a, good God almighty, he tried. Yeah, he's a cousin of the rat you got out there. He must be gang affiliated. I don't know. He had a switchblade in one hand and a looked like a small 9 in the other. It's probably a cousin of that rat out there that you're riding around. I'm not sure. How did they communicate for such far distance? I don't know, but it looked like a switchblade. I'm not sure, but when I did open up the door, he's like, "You give me all your nuts, or you're going bye bye." And that's unbelievable. No, there he goes. There he goes. There he goes. God dang it. This is unbelievable. I cannot believe this. We're even having assaults with the squirrels. These people must have paid big money to have these squirrels to try and attack me. How could you even think about eating? I am. No, I'm not going to let them invade my whole country. I'm sorry, garlic. I'm sure they will. They'll taste just fine with a little bit of garlic on them. So stick around. Using you. If these guys get any more frisky, uh, they will be in the frying pan. Uh, although they do carry rabies, so I probably won't be eating them. But I might make a hat out of them. I'm not sure. We got a lot of bird activity today. We got a lot of here. He's coming back for more. I better go. I'm gonna break out my shotgun. Either that or get my crossbows ready. He's coming back for more. I refuse to let these squirrels take over this territory. You might give the rabies. Give it rabies. No, I don't have rabies. If I did, I'd already been dead. Plus, when you have rabies, you're petrified of water. And I don't know what it is with rabies, but that's what happens to you. You don't want to drink water or nothing. All right. So my take on the what's going to happen in 2024 with the crime community, I have no idea. I'm just making a movie. That's all I'm doing. My whole channel has been a movie. I'm just making music. I'm just trying to get my soul back from the devil. What's wrong, Debbie? Uh-oh, Debbie's crying. What's wrong? What happened, Deb? No, I'm not going to shoot them. I'm not. That's why they come here all the time, is because I don't hurt them. So they come here. ATS News says a lot of people eat squirrels here. Well, in New York, a squirrel is a rat. They might as well eat rats. They do in other countries. That might save New York from being overpopulated by the rats. I think the biggest rat that was found out there was 20 pounds. No, not here. I hear. Oh, you hear. Oh, okay. I thought you meant New York. I'm like, well, if you're saying squirrels are rats, why don't they kill them 20-pound rats out there? That feed a whole family for a week. Debbie's hot dog. No, Debbie. No, 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 little Debbie. I'm not frozen hot dogs. No. Yes, garlic. Yes, stick around, garlic. We will be using you to make some food. I'm wondering what's up with little Debbie. She's got her hot dog out. And that can mean only one thing, that she wants me to feed the hot dogs to the squirrels. I don't know if squirrels will eat hot dogs. Matter of fact, now I'm kind of hungry because Debbie posted a hot dog in chat. I'm certified Amish organic. Ooh, I just went, folks, if you live in my little town, make sure you stop in at the grocery store. They have apple cider vinegar with the mother in it uh, for $3.60 some cents a bottle. You notice the mother's, the Bragg's apple cider vinegar has gone way up. Everything's gone way up. Oh, make sure you stop at our little grocery store in town. They have Oscar's. Is it Oscar Mayer or Eckridge? They have Eckridge smoker sausage on sale for $1.99 a pack. They're like hot dogs, but they're the smoked cheddar sausage ones, and you can get regular just smoked sausage. But that reminds me, Debbie, thank you for putting that hot dog in my chat because I'm going to go back and buy a couple more packs while they're on sale for only $1.99. Eat the hot dogs, not squirrels. I know, I'm not eating squirrels, Debbie. You're lucky you're not here right now, Deborah. I don't think you would be able to handle this pressure with all these squirrels around and birds. Here he comes flying across the yard. Yeah, he'll fly. He's flying. I think it's a flying squirrel. How did he get up onto my window? He flew. I thought I seen something flew. It could be a flying squirrel. If it is a flying squirrel, I am going to keep him. I'm going to keep him. He was frisky. He was all over the place. He was climbing up the window, down the window. Then he jumped and leaped onto the bird feeder. Complete madness. I love him. If he is a flying squirrel, I'm going to keep him as a pet. I've never seen a flying squirrel. I want to. You just seen one. He leaped from the bird feeder onto the air conditioner. And then he tapped on my window. He's like, I'm like, how dare you? And he's hungry. What Garlic say? Whatever you're doing, it's working. What's she doing, Garlic? We want to talk to you. Because we know that some people have been sent to be spies. So what is she doing, Garlic? That whatever she's doing, keep doing it. What is she doing, Garlic? That's what I thought, Garlic. Oh, we're going to eat you. We're going to put you on everything like a butter spread, like a garlic spread. Your ass is garlic. That's all I can say. Oh, there he is. He just ain't got enough. Should I throw him some cookie? I wonder if he'll eat chocolate. Can squirrels eat chocolate? I'm not sure. Let's see. Ooh, wait, maybe I'll throw him a pork rind. Let's see if he's a cannibal and eats his own kind. I'm gonna throw him out a pork rind. I just spooked him. He was on the. Here he comes. He was on my porch and he ran up into the tree, and I just threw a couple hot spicy pork rinds out there. Let's see if he's a cannibalism. He eats his own kind of human flesh. Let's wait and see. I threw a couple pieces of pork rind out there, hot and spicy pork rinds. Let's see what kind of activity we get out of this. Gave mine some banana chips and went through it on the ground. I wouldn't doubt it. Now let's get back to what we were all wondering about. What is Debbie doing? That is whatever she's doing. What is it? Can somebody tell me? I didn't think so. Pork rinds is not squirrel or human. It's flesh. And what I'm trying to determine are these man-eating squirrels. No, you stick to what you know, right? Which is cooking with stuff and butter spreads and stuff like that. You let the professionals figure out if these are man-eating squirrels. Okay? You stay in the kitchen. All right? For now. And let the big boys handle the man-eating squirrels. Oh, we got birds. I hope they don't take the pork rinds, because they're going to take the pork rinds. And if they do, then these are man-eating birds. There ain't nothing else. Look at them all. They're going crazy. They're going absolutely crazy. Could be rabies spreading massively. I'm not sure. Could be man-eating birds and squirrels, which I wouldn't put it past anything right now. I mean, we've seen so much in 2023. It's just phenomenal. I'm not sure. Piggies. They are pigs. Oi. The very. Oy vey. No, oy vey you. Garlic. You don't tell me how to do my job. I don't tell you how to grow. Right? I don't tell you what food you go with. No, I don't. You just let us do our job. I hope that little bird don't grab that pork rind. If it does, then these are man-eating birds. I don't know what else to tell you, folks. We'll find out and see who takes the bait. Right? Them are really spicy pork rinds. So whoever eats it, I imagine, is going to be farting up a storm tonight. He'll go back to the nest and just be crapping all over. And that's one way to track him. There ain't nothing that can get away from us. Not a thing. Anybody got any questions? Pentagon, Congress, Senate? Anybody? Press? That's what I thought. You leave the professional stuff to us. I will determine if these are man-eating squirrels. No, I don't see the birds getting it yet. The birds are all over the bird feeder. That dang squirrel tried to eat the bird seed. Good God Almighty. This is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this in all my life. There are birds trying to get that piece, Debbie. Hold on, they're all over the ground. Maybe they will get that. It might be too spicy for them. I might have made a mistake because if these birds eat that, they're going to be crapping all over everybody's car. This is phenomenal. Look at them; they're just having a blast out there today. They love this place. They know they can come here and they won't be shot at. I mean, what does finch taste like? Are they any good? Has anybody eaten a finch? I got tons of them around here. Probably can eat for a year. I don't know. Maybe little finch shish kebabs. I'm really not sure. But thank God I don't have to go hunting anymore because I can just go to the store and buy something. But if it got times are rough and the end of the world comes, can we eat finches? I don't know. I'll be the first one to try. Finch shish kebabs. Maybe. Is there anything else you want to say, Miss Debbie? I'm trying to figure out what garlic was talking about. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. It's working. I'm not sure what she's doing. Debbie, how does the volume sound right now? Is it going up? Is it going down? Is it going up? Is it going down? Or is it a steady? Oh, here he comes. Oh, he's got it. Nope, he didn't. He passed right on it. He went right by it. It's too spicy for him. He's sniffing it. He's like, that smells hot. And he didn't go for it. He didn't take it. He didn't take the bait. Maybe. I'm not sure. It's too loud. What's my setting on? All right, how's that? Any better? How's that? Sound better? Sound better? Sounds good. Perfect. All right. It's good to have a good sound guy. I wanted to hire Howard Stern. I think Howard Stern's got a great sound. He runs his own sound supposedly in his studio. When all these bands come and they I guess that's Howard Stern running the sound for them all. Howard Stern is a great sound. How did he learn all this stuff? I mean, I don't know who's running the sound at his studio, but they sound great. Every band that I listen to on Howard Stern's show sounds great. And supposedly, rumor has it that Howard runs the sound. I wonder if I should try feeding them some cookies. Probably not. They probably shouldn't be eating chocolate. Mm. You guys should taste this Reese's peanut butter cookie that I got. Mm. Oh my God. Mm. That is good. Wow. Oh, that tasted great. That was almost orgasmic. he has an engineer. I'm not sure if he does. Rumor has it that Howard runs his own sound. Now, I was listening to a couple of his interviews with some of these people, and they were asking him, it always sounds great. I thought he said he runs it. Don't give them chocolate. I won't then. I'll just save this whole cookie for me. More the better. Oh my God. Oh my God. Mm. The giant chunks. The giant chunks of Reese's peanut butter cup in this cookie is unbelievable. Is it better than sex? No, there ain't nothing better than that. But sex and a cookie would be great. That's a great way to start off your day, right? Oh, that's great. I think I'm gonna have a cigarette and another cup of coffee. That was great. Ah. Oh, that was great. Well, I got to run to the store. I'm out of creamer. Folks, can you donate to my channel? I'm out of creamer. What are these people? Squirrel. Squirrel. I want cookie now. Come get some. That's good. I'd show it to you in the camera here, but right now I got a squirrel in the works. I'm going to see if he takes on this. He don't want nothing to do with that pork rind. He just is not interested in it. I don't know what it is. I got to go get peanuts and more creamer. I'm out of creamer. Unbelievable. Good God, this stupid phone. Will you people stop calling me? All right. I had to shut that off. Come on, squirrel. Yeah, he's not interested in the pork rinds, the hot and spicy pork rinds. Go figure, you think they would be. I know they like Doritos. One of them's all swollen from me feeding him Doritos all last winter. He like bullies all the rest of them around. They do like Doritos and potato chips. Yes, Johnny, don't forget your furry pals. There's only one kind of furry pal that I love. And it ain't here right now, so. And I love that furry pal. And feathered friends. I just fed mine. Nah, go feed them. I got to go get some more smoker hot dogs, Eckrich hot dogs, while they're on sale. And I'm thinking about making stuffed shells again. Them stuffed shells with that ricotta cheese and everything. Oh, them were good. I made them in the crock pot for like 4 hours, 5 hours. They just cooked, and oh my god, the cheese melted all inside in the shells, and it was just unbelievable. Now I'm hungry. Maybe I'll get some stuffed shells, make some more stuffed shells. All the snow's melting. It's kind of warm here too, garlic bread. As you can see, the snow is melting as we speak. Debbie, why are you talking to Garlic? Why are you calling him Butters? Oh, he's Mark Quinn. He's Mark Quinn. He's Bendejo. He's many people. I'm going to let you know right now. Mark Quinn, Garlic, Psycho, Bendejo. You need help. You have a personality problem. You change your name every single time you get timed out or someone busts your cojones. Garlic and butter go together. Stick around. I'll be using you for a meal. Debbie, I think we'll have to talk more behind the scenes of why you keep talking to Butters. Kind of upset that my chat wife has been talking to Butters. Who is Garlic? Who is Psycho? Who is Babylon Deho? Very interesting to find out. I'm going to have to deep dive into this. Find out what's going on. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are at 2 hours. Does this channel ever sleep? Yes. I'm not a vampire. I need sleep. And I'm going to start going and sleeping at regular time. I know they've been using me for their witchery, magic, and everything. Even the church channel said they're using go to bed before 3 o'clock in the morning. Go to bed before noon or before midnight because midnight to 3 is supposedly witching hour, where they use all their witchery and sorcery to try and kill me. But it did not work. I am still here. I am going to brave the cold wind. It's 47 degrees out. It's not cold. You don't know what cold is. I remember back in 1982 and 85. Oh, I remember in 78, the snowstorm in Chicago. Wind chills, 50 below. Right? One year it was 70 below zero with the wind chill. You don't know what cold is. I don't think many of you do. But then again, only look at my hands from 50 below zero, walking in the cold to go play football as a young teen. Or I don't think you folks know cold. Chicago raised the few, the brave, the crazies. You don't know what cold is. 47 out. It's chilly. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Garlic, you're in the desert, so you're out west. "47 degrees is cold. It is cold for you folks out there out west. All right, we got a squirrel. That's kind of warm, Butters. Don't melt. Debbie, why are you talking to him like that? I would take that as a sexual contact. Butters don't melt, right? I'm joking, Debbie. I'm joking. Go ahead and talk to Butters. Garlic Butters. I live in Spawn Ranch. Yeah, Spawn. Satan Ranch, probably. I don't know. I'm not sure out there what they do. I know this much. What they do out there in the desert is they cook a lot of meth. I even got photos of a meth squirrel that got into a meth cook's meth and ate the meth. It's actually a meth squirrel. It's unreal. Debbie, I want you no longer to talk to garlic butter. I'm getting jealous. You stay away from my chat wife right now, garlic butter. It's still flying stolen dune buggy parts. Oh yeah, it's probably riddled out there with dune buggy and motorcycle and bodies and meth labs and everything out there. And I keep on coming here and standing in the state. And I'm never really sure if you take what I'm saying the right way. But I'm not appalled or afraid, baby, of a pocket blade. And I'm discreet as I can muster up to be, yeah. Debbie, if you come out to Indiana and visit, maybe we'll go on down and see Shannon. James Dean. James Dean just opened up a new museum down there. Not far from here. And I know Shannon's grave ain't far from here. Because the Cadillac is sitting in the back. It didn't mean no. I'm more at home in my galaxy. That's okay, Garlic. We love you. Even though you live in the desert, we still love you. You're welcome to come here, but stay away from my chat wife. Thank you. Who is Shannon? My God. Are you from America? Are you in the deserts of America, or where are you, Garlic? Who is Shannon? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Does anybody want to tell Mr. Garlic Butters who Shannon is? Or was? Anybody? Do any of my viewers know who Shannon was? Nobody knows. And then we'll just keep it at that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all showing up today. James Dean was in the last, or least, but what? James Dean was in the least by Johnny. Paul Newman. He put the movie on Paul Newman. He put the moves on Paul Newman. There was rumors of James Dean being gay, but I don't think so. I think he had more women he could shake his stick at. Ah. All right, I think I had enough coffee today. The way you feel about Greeno. No, I'm not gay. And no, I don't have no feelings for Greeno that way. Sicko. And that's going to get you timed out. Dang it. Debbie, I wanted to time him out. I was just on my way to timing him out. Don't you ever talk about James Dean or boom. And that's what we're talking about. How dare you talk about Paul Newman or James Dean like that? And for one, I'm curious if you're even American because you have no idea who Shannon was. So therefore, you're timed out. We'll see you here in a couple minutes. Garlic butter. Keep messing with my chat wife, and we'll see how far you get along in this channel. Now, is there any other idiots that want to test my patience today? Somebody get a hold of a movie director. I'm ready for the movies. I am ready. I am ready. Somebody get a hold of Joe Rogan or Mike Tyson. I am ready for podcasting. You know, I've been watching Joe Rogan for so long, and Joey Diaz. If Joey Diaz didn't have a criminal record, he probably does now. He has given up every crime that he's committed. Every drug cartel that he's messed with, he's given it all away. We're listening to him. I can't believe this. He's implicating himself in robberies that he's done. I'm like, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. He's implicated himself in everything he's done. Oh my God. Some of these people are unbelievable. I laughed my butt off at Joey Diaz. He's got a story for everything. Paul Newman is my favorite human ever. That's better. Ever talk about Paul Newman that way. My grandmother loved Paul Newman. My clock is going off. It's chiming. Which one is it? What time is it? It's only 1:30. Why is it? This is unbelievable. I'm telling you, this is some entity stuff I got going on here. HUD is the greatest movie ever made. He wanted to come at you. That squirrel does. He wanted to come at you. He did. I opened up the door. He was sitting right out there. He looked at me. He's like, "Hey, Holmes, I will cut you if you don't get me some peanuts." He had a 9mm in one hand and a switchblade in the other. And it looked like to me he had a flannel on. And it was buttoned at just one button at the top. I came back inside. I didn't want none of them. I didn't want anything to do with them. I came right back inside. I mean, there's just something. I'm from Chicago. There's just some things you don't mess with, right? Crackheads, yeah, we'll mess with them and take them on. But a squirrel with a 9mm and a switchblade and a flannel shirt on, I don't think so. There's just some things I just don't. I know better, right? You just don't mess with squirrels like that. Yes, he wanted to come right at me. It was unbelievable. I couldn't believe it myself. Now, I really got to get off this contraption. Garlic butters, I hope you learned your lesson today. I hope you're more polite. I wish you would quit uh, hitting on uh, the women in my chat, plus my chat wife, Debbie Fox. Uh, if you could do that, you're welcome here. If you can cut down on the remarks, you're welcome here. You'll be counted as one, as a viewer, as a participant in the Johnny Kramer Experience movie music channel. And all I'm going to say is if I do buy YouTube, uh, I am bringing in the best of the best. Eddie Kramer. I'm bringing in Elon Musk. I'm bringing them all in to make YouTube better. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm doing if I buy it. Revamping the whole thing, the whole YouTube thing. I'm going to have a studio at my fingertips, mixing board, everything. Just like Pro Tools, but it'll be YouTube. Phenomenal. But that'll probably never come because I ain't got $50 million or $100 billion or whatever it is to buy YouTube. So, do you still have the broken Eddie Kramer pedal? Yes, I do. I'm not getting rid of it because they only made so many of them pedals and they stopped making them. That was only for a short time, folks. So if you can get your hands on an Eddie Kramer foot pedal, hold on to it because they only made so many and they stopped production on them. So get them while you can. If you can come across them, get them. And yes, I got one. And it might work. I just might not have had it hooked up right. So it turns on, it lights up. Now that I have my amp here, I might plug it into my amp and see if it's working through my amp. If not, I'll get a hold of Brad. Folks, make sure you check out the Guitarologist channel. Uh, I hope that garlic is not Brad, but Brad likes to mess with people. It very well could be Brad himself. If it is, then no charges. I like Brad. He's pretty cool. Brad's pretty good at what he does. He's pretty good at amps. He's pretty good at radios. He's an excellent guitar player, and he's a good drummer. Brad will turn it into a 3D printer. Yeah, Brad is pretty good at what he does. Right? He is pretty good at what he does. He's a great guitar player and a drummer. And the guy knows electronics pretty dang good. If you need an amp fix, Brad's the one to send it to. Or a foot pedal. Right? I like how he takes these old radios and he turns them into amps. Right? He'll turn an old radio, 1930 tube amp radio into an amp. Even the old tape recorders that he gets, the reel-to-reel tape recorders, he turns them into amps and stuff. He's pretty good at what he does. You got to give credit to where credit's due. Right? People say, well, Upchurch, ooh, he's an idiot. He is, but I'm going to give props to where props are due. Upchurch is a great singer. The guy can sing. He is a great rapper. He ain't no Eminem, but the guy can sing. I'm going to give props to where props are due. The kid is a good singer. I wish he would have went into rock and roll or something. But he's so far into rap, I don't know if he can make changes or not. I mean, being that he is an independent artist. He could do whatever he wants. If he wants to wake up tomorrow and put out a rock record, he could do a rock record. Uh, he ain't got nobody saying he can't do that. Now, if he was signed to a record company, they might give him trouble if he said, "Well, I want to come out of the rap stuff and I want to do something in just pure country or rock and roll." Right? He wouldn't be able to do that. Oh, that's okay, Mrs. ATS News. We were just sitting around here. Garlic Butter was flirting with my chat wife. That pissed me off. I timed him out. Uh, it's all right, love. No, I'm not jealous. I had to time him out. I wanted to get that time out in. Mrs. ATS News, what are you having for lunch? Debbie, Inquiry Minds wants to know. What did you cook, Mrs. ATS News? Squirrel. Either that or it was a rat. I'm not sure. And I keep on coming here and standing in this state. Well, then I'm never really sure if you'll take what I'm saying the right way. Chicken cob salad for me and hubby, and peanut butter sandwiches for the little ones. Mrs. ATS News, can you give a shout out to Mr. ATS News and let him know you're perfectly safe here? Anybody in my chat, Mrs. ATS News is a married woman. Do not, I repeat, do not flirt with her, or your arms will be broken and be probably ripped off and beat you with them. I'm not sure. And Debbie is my chat wife, so just letting you folks know. And no, Johnny, not corn cob. I have no idea what they're talking about. Yummy. That's all sounds good. It sure does. What? What did you say, Debbie? Oh, now you want a divorce, a YouTube chat divorce. Is that what you're telling me? This is unbelievable. I blame you for this, garlic butter. If you weren't so smooth and tasty, I'd still be, my chat wife would not want a divorce. How dare you? Well, it's beautiful that Mrs. ATS News and Mr. ATS News get to spend the day together with the kids and the food and oh my God, the backyard. They got their own small rat that looks like a pony that all the kids get to ride and everything. You should be charging people money to have them come over and bring their kids and ride your rat. There's probably big money in that. I wouldn't doubt it. There probably is big money in it. Rat riding. But I'm not appalled or afraid of a pocket blade. And I'm discreet as I can muster up to be. Mrs. ATS News, Garlic don't even know who Shannon was. These people have no idea who Shannon was. Does ATS News live in Central Park Tower? No. That was John Lennon. Lived in by Central Park. Not Miss ATS News. John Lennon. Yes, that was the Dakota, which is by the tower that you're talking about, by Central Park. You idiot. Did you just call me a Foo Fighter? You know, if I didn't like Dave so much, I would take that as an insult. But I love the Foo Fighters. They're a great band. So that's fine. But don't ever call me Foo Fighter again. Ever heard the song Uptown Girl? Nah, Billy Joel. There's another one that had $50 million stolen from him. There's another one that went 50 mil, something like that, got stolen from him. Uptown girl, you never really made me uptown girl. But that is why I'm just an uptown girl. I wish I had me a uptown girl. And a squirrel. Bum, bum, bum. Mrs. ATS News is Billy Joe's daughter, Garlic. Now you know. Now guess what? Now I have to kill you because it was a secret. Now, Garlic, do you know that song Uptown Girl by Billy Joe? The apartment that was recorded at. That was an apartment building. That was turned into a small studio. And that's probably where Miss ATS News lives. So, award winning or whatever. Oh, I can't say award winning no more. I'm under strict orders not to talk about any channels without their permission. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for being here today on this lovely day. The snow is melting and the temperatures are warming up. I need to run to the store. I'm out of creamer. Definitely out of creamer. I want to thank you all for being here today, gracing me with your kindness and love. Debbie, my love, don't worry about it. I will protect you from garlic butter. Mrs. ATS News, thank you very much for being here today. Tell your husband I said, what's up? Tell the little ones I said hello. And who else? Oh, garlic butter, thank you for being here. But please quit hitting on the ladies in my chat. Dumbo section. Okay, I will. Yeah, let them know. Debbie, have you all seen the doc series Filthy Rich? No, I haven't, Debbie. No, I haven't seen it. Is it a documentary? Debbie, find it. What is it about? Is it about the filthy rich where they got so much money they sleep with animals? That's a new thing coming out. Bestiality or something. These people got so much money they're sleeping with animals. Oh my God, this is unbelievable. It's no wonder this country is in a whirlwind. Is that about ATS news? No. Epstein's filthy rich. Yeah, Epstein was filthy rich. He ain't no more. Oh, so it's about Epstein, Debbie. Is that what you're saying, Deb? I would watch what you say, Garlic, about Mrs. ATS News. I, no, it's not about Mrs. ATS News. It's a documentary called Filthy Rich. Has nothing to do with Mrs. ATS News. But I would watch out what you're saying because her husband's home today watching. And all it takes is a phone call. And the next thing you know, I don't know, you're somewhere you don't want to be. I'm joking. I'm joking. Or am I? It's about Epstein. Well, I got to see this. What did you already see it, Debbie? Debbie, I want to show you this cookie. Just so you know how, I mean, this thing has got to be a good 3/4 inch thick. Let me see if I can get a shot of this cookie through the. And they got it wrapped up in this plastic, like cellophane package or whatever. And I already ate half of it. Let's put some light on this situation. I already ate half of it. Can you see that? Look at the giant chunks. Let's see if I can get this out of the packaging. Look at this rat nest down here. Oh my God, look at this. Look at the giant chunks. It looks like somebody took a doo-doo. Look at the thickness. $1.79. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. Did you see the cookie? Oh my God. Giant chunks of the Reese's chocolate. Oh my God, that tastes so good. You guys have cookies like that cheap out there where you guys live? One cookie is $1.79, but you've seen it for yourself, folks. That thing's got to be 3/4 of an inch thick. Good half inch, if not 3/4. And it's the size of a coaster, right? A giant coaster. I don't know if you guys get food like that out here. You know, out here in Indiana, they sell Frago soda for a 24-ounce soda is only 99 cents. That's it. Ever had Mexican wedding cookies? No, I never had. Never had. No, every time I went to a Mexican wedding, and too busy drinking and white dandruff everywhere. Eating was the last thing on our minds, but no, I'm joking. I'm just joking for YouTube, right? I've never been to a Mexican wedding. I'm sorry. Yes, ATFs, they are very yummy. I've never had them. Prego soda is good, I hear. Yeah, it's good. 99 cents, right? We were watching Greeno the other night, and he's like, I'm so poor, I got nothing. I drink this soda because it's the cheapest soda, $4. I'm like, has this kid heard of Frago? It's 99 cents and for a big giant 24-ounce bottle. It's pretty good. I go through probably one bottle a day. Oh my God, that cookie was great. Anyways, he's drinking soda that he's screaming that he's broke. And he's like, I'm drinking this soda because it's cheap. $4 for a soda pop. The kid is rich. You must be rich, Greeno. Quit asking us for money. Every time I turn my head, the kid needs a new computer, phone him. He's drinking $4 sodas. Kid's loaded, probably. I like peach flavor. Oh my God. The Frago peach flavor, them are 99 cents out here. For a big 24-ounce bottle or whatever it is. Greeno is getting blown with a joint in his mouth right now. Probably. All the power to him. Right? Yeah, man, do I hate Anthony Greeno? No. Do I know him? No. Am I jealous? No. Well, I might be if he's getting blown and he's got a but not enough to destroy his life. We're just YouTubers, right? He comes out saying that he's been questioned, his devices have been taken, he's this, he's that. All we're doing is listening to him rat on himself. It's unbelievable. Right? He even said he went to jail for these cases. How do you go to jail for these cases if you had nothing to do with anything? I don't know. I have no idea. But am I going to hunt them down? No. That's not my job. My job is to sniff them out. I'll let the madmen look for him if he's wanted. Well, they're saying he's wanted again. I don't care. They don't pay me enough money. Tahoe, do you need me to come over and shovel your yard for you? Right? I'm dealing with Tahoe right now. Tahoe's been bugging me all summer. Can you please cut my yard? Tahoe wants me to drive all the way to Pennsylvania to cut his yard for $50. $50. Yeah, I'm spending $1,000 just to get there. He's gonna pay me $50. I love you, Tahoe, but not that much. He's like, can you drive over? My back is hurting me. And cut my yard. $50. I'm gonna spend $1,000 just in gasoline getting there and back. I don't know let me weigh it up. $1,000 or $50 for cutting your yard green. I'm not sure, Tahoe. It's just the numbers ain't adding up. I'm dumb. I'm pretty much the dumb person. I'm dumber than a box of rocks. But let's see. Let's spend $1,000 and we're gonna get 50 out of it. It just something don't seem right, Tahoe. Right there. I mean, I don't know. Please don't sniff Greeno out, for heaven's sake. I ain't sniffing Greeno out. I'm just like Greeno. I wanted to prove to the people that Greeno edits everything pretty much. You know, all his interviews with some of these top FBI people and ever were edited. So what did I do? I proved to the people that I can edit it. Confessions of Greeno. Right? Take little clips or whatever, and we're on to these folks. Another reason I think Epstein was involved with the CIA is Ghislaine Maxwell trial. Yeah, well, she was his girlfriend, right? Was she the CIA plant? ATS News, right? Usually CIA, the way they operate is they get the intel and then they pass it on to the other other branches, and then the branches that are in charge of actually investigating it uh, and making the arrest handle that. Oh, ATS News, yes, I can see that. You can see what? What can you see, love? Are you folks showing things? Are you in private chat? Is this a private chat? I need control of my channel. Somebody please help me. I'm asking for help. Right? Hopefully Debbie comes over and visits again and figures out this whole computer thing, and I'm back up and running and don't have no problems with it. I'm not computer savvy. Right? The only thing I want to do is open up Pro Tools and set decibel points and so it's not too loud and effects and all that and track it, and that's about it. This YouTube stuff, I don't know. How do I get OBS to use? How do you use OBS? Right? How do I show all these clips of other things while I'm doing a video? I need help with it. I wish I knew somebody that was computer savvy around here, because I would pay him 20, $30 to come over and fix everything. I was actually asking Sweetwater. I was talking to one of their engineers at Sweetwater. I'm like, you guys want to come out to my place and fix all this stuff? They wanted me to bring my computer and everything to them. They said they would get it up and running, get everything working smooth, and then I'd have to come pick up the computer and everything from them. And I was like, hey, why don't you guys just come to my place? I'm like 35 minutes away from you. They're like, we could do that, but it's going to cost you a lot. I'm like, eh. Maybe she was CIA planted. But she's doing time right now, ain't she? So she wasn't a CIA plant, because she actually got charged with crimes and she's in prison right now, I believe. No, garlic, I'm not going to sniff out Greeno. I don't want to sniff nothing from Greeno. I'm just saying this is all pretty much just a joke to me. I just wanted to prove to people how these people, how they scam people. I haven't asked for one dime from nobody. I've taken no collections. I don't make my living off of using other people. So I just wanted to show you it's a racket. That's all it is a racket, a scam. Right? And here's the funny thing is the CIA, the FBI are actually them themselves under investigation for things. Right? The whole thing, Trump was screaming, it's all corrupt, folks. The whole shit and shaboodle, the whole house of cards is just corruption. So them themselves, these branches that we look up to and think are here for the people, are actually uh, conspiring against our own country or whatever. Them themselves are under investigation. CIA is untouchable. Well, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. There's actually talk of they want to get rid of Central Intelligence. Uh, that all it is intelligence. That's it, just info on stuff. Now, I don't know if that'll ever happen, but there is talk about that. Uh, that it's become a tool now. It's gone rogue. It's corrupt. Now I don't know if that's true. That's just rumors. No, it wasn't public. You're right about that, ATS News. And you might be right. CIA might be untouchable, but all they are is an intel agency. That's it, right? But I mean, that's at least what I can get from Mr. Bobby Kennedy. He did a big. Mr. Kennedy did a big thing on the CIA. In all, the CIA was Central Intelligence Agency, getting intelligence or info on other countries that were trying to damage our country, that were trying to get secret weapons and stuff like that, and intel information. But from what Mr. Kennedy said, that's gone way uh, out of its league. That they might be doing things that they shouldn't be doing, and right, you got to watch these branches because them themselves could go rogue and try and infiltrate America or create a coup within America. Alien Doolies was evil, or Alan Doolies was evil. Oh, okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I had a great day. I hope you all are having a great day. Bobby didn't do anything. Jack wanted take it apart. Yeah, yeah, because it was yeah, there was talk of getting rid of the CIA because they themselves were doing things they shouldn't have been doing. So there was talk of it way back in the day of dismembering the CIA. Uh, I mean, that's true. I mean, you could look up that information. And I'm a fan of Bobby Kennedy or Robert Kennedy. Well, I watched a couple of his interviews and everything, and he hit it right on the button. Right? They took away this, they took away that from the people, they took away this from the people, and uh, they created it. They created the madness. Right? They took away food stamps from people. They were starving people out, and they were. You know, I agree 100% with them. And it's about the working man and the families and everything. He hit it right on the button. If he was to run, if Trump wasn't going to run, would Bobby Kennedy be a candidate for presidency? Sure, I'd vote for him. Uh, would it be a good team? Uh, Bobby Kennedy and Trump? Well, sure, right? Bobby was one of the greatest presidents. No, that was Jack. Bobby was not president. We're talking about Junior here, Bobby Junior. Right? And he himself had drug addictions. I never knew that. I never knew Bobby had addictions, right? But he overcame them. But he, at least he admitted he was addicted to things. Uh, and oh, God bless him for overcoming it. Oh, you mean Senior, Bobby Senior? He could have been running the whole show while Jack was off doing things. At that time, Bobby was in charge of a lot of stuff, man. Maybe. All right, I am done with this contraption, man. This is 3 hour video. I'm under a spell. I do believe I'm under a spell. right? I know one thing. I got to get this computer figured out in my YouTube. I got 3,000 videos, lives that I gotta delete the ones that ain't got no views on them. I got to get this show on the road. I got to get my Pro Tools back up and all squared away, um, so I can try and record some music. I got to get my soul back from the devil, all my talent and everything. Yeah, yeah, I could use a good woman. I'm not gonna lie. I'll admit that. Sure, I can use a good woman. Right? I ain't gonna lie. Yes. Or I can use a dude that knows about computers and knows how to hook all this stuff up and connect all this stuff so it ain't it ain't messing up. And the sound's good when I play something. The sound don't go in and out, in and out, in and out. All right, I'm getting off this contraption. I got some stuff to do. God bless you all. Have a great day. All glory goes to God. And I want you, ladies and gentlemen, to be safe. Enjoy your days with your uh, loved ones and families. And God bless everybody. Amen. And I'll see you next video. Right. And Mrs. ATS News, I think you're live. Oh no, Thursdays and Fridays, or is it Tuesdays and Fridays? I think it's Thursday and Friday or something like that. I don't know. I think it might be Tuesday. Mrs. ATS News, are you still here? Bobby knew too much and would discover more if he was elected. Are you talking junior or senior, Mrs. ATS News? Now, whatever. It don't matter. But you folks have a great day. God bless you all. And I'll see you next video.